Page process.
Hi everyone, welcome to 2026 and Happy New Year as we say it from this side. Someone will be asking, I've not seen you for a while talking and all that, what have I been up to? I've been up to Dirty December. If you look at my past videos, you'll just see it's been one activity or the other. And now we are back and better, and I'll just be sharing with you insights on how I think the Nigerian real estate market performed in 2025 and what I think is going to happen in 2026 based on facts, figures, and trends. I would say last year was the year that separated the boys from the men. This is because investors were no longer interested in speculations or promises. They needed proof. So as a developer, it was no longer about how well you could speak, what you could do, all the razzmatazz. It was about the value you could provide. And at that point, we saw that rental income, as the value of properties for rental, is skyrocketed. And the people who benefited from it were those who already had their properties built 2-3 years ago. And so when the property price rental, when it went up, they were smiling to the bank. For those who were just building as at last year, 2024, they were crying that the cost of building materials was really up there. So a lot of developers didn't find it funny. So that's me looking at the good side and also the downside for both parties. It was about making the right decisions. So apart from the fact that, rental prices went up, we also saw that, the government itself was now setting up frameworks to guide investors and also to protect investors and also guide the developers in how they carry out their duties, processes, procedures, delivery timeline and all that. We also saw in the area of AI, prop tech companies started springing up, helping in different property management software, making it easy for both the homeowners and the estate management to track a lot of things, thereby providing access to good services on their platforms. Another thing I noticed was the demand for verified titles by the investors, buildings with approvals and all that was now high. This is because investors were now more educated as to what to ask for. Yes, the money that was coming in was also smart money. I call it smart money because nobody had money to throw away anymore. Judging from a lot that happened for those who lost their investment, we saw that the GDP of the economy was boosted. In fact, real estate ranked number 1 in terms of GDP for Nigeria. So you see, 2025 was a year that just made sure that it was only those who were serious in the business that remained in the business. And I would say one company that really stood the test of time and all of that is Amen Estates. So it was no longer about promises. People could see it. They could see communities where people were living in. They could see value. They could see trust. And investors could also see legacy. It was really about wealth creation. And that's exactly what played out in 2025. So in my next video, I'll be talking about 2026, what I foresee, my own forecast, what I think. So if you really want to know about it, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.